Hi guys. Alright, so today we are going to do a little bit of a different type of video, and we're going to try out 5 different natural deodorants over 5 days. Basically, the purpose in doing this is there's a lot of natural deodorants on the market now. If you're watching this video, that means you probably are interested in a natural alternative for your deodorant. There's a lot of studies that show aluminum and parabens end up causing breast cancer or lead to breast cancer. In most cases of breast cancer, there's traces of parabens, and our body doesn't naturally produce parabens, so where are they coming from? It's primarily from things we're putting onto our skin, and especially when we put our deodorant here every day, it seeps over into your breast tissue. So beyond that, there's many reasons why you maybe are looking for an alternative to your deodorant. Deodorants are one of the worst things that you can put on your body when they have all of those chemicals in them. So I have been on the hunt for quite a while looking for a clean deodorant. So I've tried a lot. So today we have 5 different ones to try. Now, here's a few things. First off, Whole Foods and places like Whole Foods sell natural deodorant. The natural deodorant, antiperspirants, aluminum-free, paraben-free, all of that is really trending right now. And so a lot of companies are maybe either removing that one ingredient, or they are just replacing the name and calling it something different. And they package it so that it's advertised as a clean deodorant. But something I found when shopping at places like Whole Foods, it's marketed to be natural, but then there's an app called Think Dirty, which there's also a few other apps or websites you can check, but that's one of my favorites. It's just on my phone, and you scan the products and it tells you how many chemicals are in it and how bad it is for you to use. Usually when I scan these clean or natural products, it's actually still pretty bad. It still has some pretty bad chemicals in it. So I found 5 different deodorants to try that are advertised as clean. And so today I'm going to share with you how they feel going on, how they last throughout the day, how the smell lasts if my bodily odor comes through, and also what their chemical level is. I've tried all of these before, but I wanted to try them again every day with you for this week and show you how they feel. Alright, so that's what it looks like. It smells like bees. It smells like wax and essential oil, like lavender essential oil. It glides on pretty smoothly, to be honest. Not sticky or wet. Okay, I feel good. It does do this weird, you see that? That's really weird. So the consistency is very a creamy, whereas I feel like normal deodorant is a little bit more hard. So after just putting it on, you can smell it. It's not super strong. Lavender is a pretty faint scent anyways, but it's definitely not overwhelming. So I will check back in at the end of the day and let you guys know what happened. Our end of day 1 is done. So don't really love this one. I'd say out of 10, it was maybe a 5. The smell was good, except for the fact that it was very faint when I first put it on, which is nice if you just want to be discreet, except for the fact that it didn't last. So I went on a really long walk today, and it wasn't hot outside, but it also wasn't cold, and I wasn't sweating. I was just walking, not sweating from the gym or anything, but it started to get wet. I went like this with my hand, and my hand was had deodorant all over it and was just kind of moist. And so that's not cool. And then now we're at the end of the day, and I actually feel like I smell worse than I usually do when I don't put deodorant on. I don't smell the deodorant on me at all anymore, and I smell like whatever body odor I have. So I don't really think that it did anything at all. and then it just made my armpits like wet and uncomfortable. This one is not approved. I don't recommend this one, and I think you should skip it. So let's move on to Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, day 2. We are going to be trying the Schmidt's Rose Vanilla today, and this is what it looks like. I don't know what like these little balls are. I don't know what those are, but something that I found with this is you need to like spin it up a little bit, and it's like really dry when you touch it. So when this is so weird, when you're going to put it on, you have to like put it like in your armpit for a little bit so that it warms up enough to like move. Otherwise it like kind of hurts putting on. This smells like rose essential oil, and then I don't really smell the vanilla that much. It's like very faint. On, it almost smells a little minty, which is weird because it's not supposed to. It smells like rose and mint more than rose and vanilla. I do smell it on right now. It's like the tiniest bit wet right now. This is such a flattering video, guys. All right, I will be back at the end of the day and let you know how it went. All right, it is the end of day 2. So the rose vanilla from Schmidt's, I feel like kind of similar to yesterday's in terms of today I had a busier day. I didn't do any exercise, but I just like went about my day, ran some errands, was a little anxious at some points, like maybe it was a little hot at some points. And in those times I noticed that like my armpits were getting wet. Like again, if I like touched them, my hands would come out like wet. And the scent wasn't really rose vanilla like I'd want it to be. Wasn't super strong, but I'd say the advantage to this over yesterday's was that at the end of the day, currently it's like 10 o'clock, my armpits don't smell like the deodorant, but they also don't smell like body odor. Like yesterday, I felt like I smelled more musty and like more like body odor. And today I smell more just like nothing, I think. There's just not really any scent. So I guess it worked. Like it kept me from smelling bad, but it didn't make me smell good. All right, so really quick, I really want to read the difference between an antiperspirant and a deodorant, just to inform myself and all of you guys. The primary difference between antiperspirant and deodorant is ingredients. The main ingredient in antiperspirants is aluminum, an ingredient regulated by the FDA. Aluminum acts as a plug to your cells' sweat ducts and reduces the amount of sweat your body is able to excrete. Simply put, the goal of aluminum is to prevent you from sweating. Deodorants do not contain aluminum. Rather than prevents wetness, native deodorant works to absorb it while still eliminating odors. So, antiperspirants, I guess, will make you not sweat. All of these are deodorants and don't have aluminum in them. So I've been noticing this like wet feeling whenever I wear to sweat. I'm not really vibing with it. Obviously I don't want aluminum, but like what I was just reading, there are deodorants that work to absorb it instead of block it, which is an antiperspirant. So I don't feel like either of the ones I've tried so far are absorbing it or making it reduced in any way. At the end of the day, it did its job and it kept me from smelling bad. So this one I'd rate maybe like a 6. I didn't dislike it, but I definitely didn't love it. And I was kind of disappointed with the scent. I just really thought like a rose vanilla would be beautiful, and it smells almost like minty, or it's just off. I don't know. But anyways, let's get into Wednesday. Okay guys, welcome to day 3. It is Wednesday today, and we're gonna try the Arbonne Pure Mint deodorant. Now this one I don't really love the smell of. It smells like mint toothpaste or like mint gum, and I don't really want my armpit smelling like toothpaste. I just don't like the smell of it. But within the past few months, they just launched a new deodorant that's shea butter scent. I haven't seen it or smelled it or tried it out. I do want to try it out, and if it works great, I'll let you guys know in a different video. But today we are going to try the Pure Mint and see how it wears. So I'd say this one looks the most normal. It glides on very smooth, like yesterday's was very hard and you had to warm it up. This just glides right on, like almost too much. Ugh, very wet. Ew. Like my hands are soaked. Don't like that. All right, just so minty. So hopefully this will dry pretty soon, and I will see you guys tonight to let you know how it went. Alright guys, it is the end of day 3, and this Arbonne Mint deodorant was a little interesting. So you guys saw me put it on and how wet it was. It definitely took like 3 to 5 minutes to dry, which is kind of a long time, but nevertheless it did dry. I had at one point of the day, I didn't do any exercise, but I mean I went for a walk and the walk seemed fine. There was one part of the day where I was a little anxious and just hot, and I noticed that my armpits were like getting wet again, which again I didn't like. It's kind of the same issue I've had with all of the deodorants thus far, but I do notice that I don't smell bad. I don't have any bodily odor. No, like, I guess that's the point of the deodorant, to make you not smell bad. So it is nighttime now. I'm getting ready for bed, and I don't smell the mint anymore. I don't smell like toothpaste. I don't smell like body odor. There's a faint scent, but I can't really pinpoint what the smell is. It's just like very faint neutral scent. It's not like florally or minty or anything. It's just like a neutral scent, but it did accomplish its goal of keeping me from smelling bad. So I'd give it probably a 6 out of 10 so far. I didn't love it, but I also didn't hate it, and it did its job of making me not smell bad. So anyways, let's go. I will see you guys tomorrow on day 4. Alright guys, it's Thursday, day 4 of trying all these deodorants. We've tried 3 so far, haven't loved any of them. Some work, some haven't. Alright, let's go to what we're doing today. The Earth Mama Calming Lavender Deodorant is what we are using today. And this one, let's see, smells lavendery. Very faint, kind of like the other lavender. This is from Grove. Alright, that's what it looks like. Wax. That's what it smells like. Lavender and wax. Going on, it's very hard. Okay, let me try this warm up method. Alright, that makes it slide on a little bit better, warming it up. It definitely doesn't go on wet like the other ones. Not wet at all. Alright, gliding on much better now that it's, you know, warmed up. Yeah, not wet at all. This one does the like weird thing too. I can show you. Where it like does all that, you know? Okay. It says formulated especially for pregnancy, breastfeeding, and sensitive skin. So far, this is my favorite one just for the fact that it isn't wet right now, but like when I first put it on, so I don't have to let it dry, we're good to go. The other thing, well, I guess we'll see how it goes today and see if I sweat, you know. I'll check back in with you guys tonight. Alright, the end of night 4, it is Thursday night, and my review of today using the Earth Mama Lavender one is, it's actually the first one that's different than all of the other ones that we've tried so far. This one was not wet when we put it on, as you guys saw. So I didn't do any crazy activity. I didn't do anything where I was like really sweating or like super hot. But I feel like I didn't really do anything the other days either. But I was just kind of getting sweaty under my armpits when I usually wouldn't. Like being warm maybe would make my like body temperature warm, but it wouldn't really make my armpits sweat. But I feel like the first 3 days I was sweating because of the deodorant, if that makes any sense. Well, today I didn't sweat at all. It wasn't wet at all, which is great. As I said this morning, it was a very faint scent when I first put it on, so I cannot smell it now at the end of the day, but I would say that I don't smell body odor, which is good. So it did its job. This has probably been my favorite one thus far. The only downside I would say when you like touch your armpit, or if you were to like take off your shirt and look in the mirror, it leaves these like weird white balls, like not really balls, but you know, like clumps of the deodorant, I guess. It like kind of like balls up, which is a little weird. It's a little drying. Like it almost feels like the opposite of the other ones that like was so moisture. It kind of feels like it is just like a little more drying. So I guess that's the point though, right? Because you don't want to sweat. So I would say all 4 deodorants that we've tried so far have been different than like a normal deodorant. So I guess we'll see tomorrow, and then at the end of tomorrow I will tell you all my thoughts about all of them. But I'm so excited for tomorrow's. I know it's going to be my favorite, so stay tuned, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Welcome to day 5. It is Friday. It is the last day of this challenge. So we are going to put on our last deodorant, the Native Peony and Jasmine. So if I'm going to be honest, this is the one that I've been using nonstop for like over 2 months now. And it is amazing. I think the Peony and Jasmine scent was a holiday limited edition scent. I'm not quite sure. It smells amazing. So here, let me show you. So when you take it off, this is what it looks like. You can see I've been using it. But it's like, it's the most like normal deodorant in terms of how it looks. The smell is definitely the strongest, but they do have unscented ones. So if you don't like a lot of scent, they have so many scent options. They also have a mini version. So that's super fun. I like to have that in my car or in my travel bag or gym bag or whatever. But this is the one I use every day. When you put it on, it's definitely the most like smooth. It just glides right on. It's not wet at all when you put it on. But it's also not drying like yesterday's. So anyways, I'm gonna wear it all day, and I will check back in with you guys tonight and tell you my overall thoughts of all of the ones so far. So that ends our 5-day journey of different deodorants. Today was Native, and can I just tell you how great Native is? All week I was sad because I didn't get to wear it and had to wear something else. And I honestly love the smell. The Peony Jasmine smells so delicious. Native's really cool because they have so many options, but they also have an option that you can go on and fill out a test and then make your custom scent. So both me and Matt have custom scent. We both have the mini versions. We both have multiple of the already like the pre-made scents that they have at the store. They're just a really great company, honestly. Anyways, so this morning you guys saw me put it on, and it was most similar to the actual deodorant that we've been using. That's like just mainstream on the market. It wasn't wet when I put it on all day long. I didn't feel it at all. I didn't have any wetness. I didn't have any dryness. I didn't have any odor. And now at the end of the night, I still smell the deodorant. It's not like an overwhelming scent, but I don't smell BO. I don't smell any personal body scent, and this is the only one all week long I've smelt at the end of the night. Everything else has pretty much just worn off. And from previous experience, I know that it actually lasts a full 24 hours. Usually the smell won't go away until I take a shower and wash it off, and then I reapply. So I am obsessed with it. I love this deodorant so much. I tell everyone about it, and like Matt's very picky about his deodorant. I used to try to get him to do clean deodorant, and he was not into it. And finally, he is on board, and he is on the Native train as well. We both are obsessed with it. So Native gets my 10 out of 10 recommend. Okay, guys, that is definitely like all of the ones I tried. I think that is a great recommendation for you guys to try. I'd say my second choice, if I wasn't to get Native, was the Earth Mama that I did yesterday. That one was alright. I wasn't obsessed with it, but I think that that was the second runner-up. I don't know. There's a lot of issues with a lot of them, but Native is the overall winner in every category. I hope this helped you guys. I hope that you enjoyed seeing me try different ones and hearing my thoughts on it. And I hope that you guys got some use out of it and know what to avoid when shopping, and you guys learned about a new resource to use to scan your products to see how they rank on the chemical levels. And hopefully you guys will try Native, if not any of these deodorants that I talked about today, and you get away from aluminum deodorants and find something nice and clean and that works. Anyways, if you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and hit subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye guys!